Do other people find dating exhausting? Well, I certainly do. Troy Francis coming at you from Mexico City. So actually, this is not a question that I raised. This is something, I saw on Reddit. Somebody posed the question, do other people find dating exhausting? And he was just saying, look, I mean, the modern dating world, it's so frenetic, it's so confusing, there are so many mixed signals, there are so many flakes and so many false dawns and highs and lows and everything else. Does everyone else not find this exhausting? And what's my take on this? Well, yes, the truth of the matter is it can be pretty damn tiring, particularly if you are somebody who's out and about, socializing a lot, meeting a lot of different people, going on different dates and all this kind of thing. Yeah, sure, that can be very, very tiring. So what should you do about that? Well, what you should do about it is not become myopic. Recognize that, yes, dating is important, and at the very least it can be very fun and it can be fulfilling and it can be exciting and interesting, all of those things. But you've also got to be prepared to take breaks. You know, there's no point in being the buffoon like I used to be, who's going on 5 days, 7 days a week, or even, 14 days a week, or whatever it is. You need to pace yourself. You need to take breaks, all things in moderation. Now, I'm preaching this, and I'm the worst person to be preaching about moderation because it's not really been a hallmark of my existence on this planet, but it is ultimately the answer. We need to have moderation with this stuff, okay? And it can be easy, particularly the first flush of maybe you learn a bit about attraction, you learn a bit about social attraction, how these things work. You start to recognize that actually, far from the world being this place of scarcity that you previously thought it was, it is in fact a place of huge, huge, ridiculous abundance, and that really dating is far easier today than it's ever been before. You might start to recognize all of those things and become somewhat addicted and compulsive around the process. And, a lot of people go through that rite of passage, and that's okay. But you need to pull back from it. It's not an effective way to live your life. And I'm saying this actually, to be fair, I'm in my 40s, and I think things changed a lot for me over the last few years, to the point where now, it's not that I made some videos last year. I was kind of saying I was done with dating and everything else, and I wouldn't say that's where I am now. That's not the headspace where I'm at the moment. But, you do get, or I certainly, you get to the point where actually the thought of going home and reading a good book and having a nice cup of tea is as appealing as running around and going on a bunch of dates and going to some, crappy bar or whatever it is. So I think after a period of time, and with age, and maybe with experience as well, things do start to reset themselves, okay? But if you're in the first flush of enamorment with all of this stuff and you're finding it exhausting, then just realize that there's no shame in taking a bit of time out for yourself, There's no shame in just chilling, right? You don't have to be out all the time. You don't have to be going on dates every night. And we've been talking on the channel recently a bit about sort of energies and allowing other people's energies to interact with yours, and how that can sometimes be a damaging thing, or it can certainly be an uncomfortable thing. And when you're dating a lot of people and you're spending a lot of time on that, you are interacting with a lot of different energies, and those energies might not always be particularly good for you. And if you're anything like me, and again, this is coming at it from a somewhat introverted perspective, so this might not be everybody, but for me, I definitely need to take time out for myself. I definitely need periods of rest away from other people, away from people who I am interacting with on that kind of intimate level. I just need to take that time away. And I think that is something that it took me quite a long time to learn, probably many years actually to learn. But Now I'm telling it to you in this video, you know it already. You need time for yourself. You need to take time to chill, okay? So, yes, all of this stuff, the pursuit of Eros, can be compulsive. And actually, for some people, it's compulsive in a problematic way, and they actually need to go into some form of recovery or some form of therapy to sort themselves out. For most people, it won't reach that point, but it can be compulsive. And you've just got to look at it cerebrally. Even if emotionally you think, no, I've got to keep doing this, I've got to keep going on these dates, I've got to bloody blah, keep swiping, keep doing this, keep doing that. Even if that's how you feel emotionally, you've got to look at it intellectually and think, no, actually, I don't. The reality is, I've got time, I don't have to do everything today, I don't have to cram everything into this week, and if I miss out on some opportunities, it's not the end of the world, because the world is an abundant place and there are plenty more of those opportunities out there. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope this makes sense to you. Let me know your thoughts below. Maybe you disagree, maybe you agree and you want to say what a great guy I am. Either way, put your comments below. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like. If you want to talk about your dating situation or lack thereof, or your goals for this year and how I can help you potentially, then hit the Calendly link below and book a slot with me in my calendar. And please do also support the channel. I've got a Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Really helps out with producing this content. See you again very soon. Bye-bye.